But we have to start with Messi.
Look at the smile on his face. Look at him. Look at him. Is it happening?
The smile hasn't left my face.
Is it happening?
It is happening. He's expected today. We're recording this on Monday morning. He's expected in Paris on Monday.
Wow.
Would be unveiled probably more Tuesday. There was thought about doing it at the Eiffel Tower, grand and everything. Wow. It might not happen now for different reasons, but I still cannot believe it.
No.
I promise you, it hasn't really sunk in yet, and I've worked so hard on it since Thursday night when Barca said, listen, he's not continuing here because we just can't afford him.
I didn't believe it, did you?
I thought it was a bluff.
I did. I thought the romance of it, I thought he stays at Barca.
Yeah.
I think there's some sort of power play. Then the sort of days go on. And then I found the watch yesterday of him crying. I found that incredibly sad.
I agree with you. And it should not end like this anyway. No. Regardless of what the problem is, why they're in this situation. And we know, and we can remind everyone again that right now their wage bill is far too high for the revenues and the income that they take in, 110%. Yeah. But even if you take Messi off the equation, it's still 95%, which is, again, far too high. The salary cap for La Liga is 70%. Yeah. So even the new players right now can't be registered.
So that's the bizarre thing, isn't it? People like Aguero, people like Depay, pulling
Eric
in all this wage, and yet Messi's being sort of ushered out the back door on a free.
But to see him cry was just like...
It was heartbreaking.
It was, because he wanted to stay, and that forced him out of the club. And again, after 17 years of being maybe the greatest ever, this is not the way it should end.
And I've been getting questions online on social media about, because I said he loves the club and it's a shame and it was incredibly sad. If he loves the club that much, I was getting asked, why can't he play for free? Well, that's not allowed. I mean, you wouldn't do it anyway.
No, but minimum wage, but even that, the wage bill would still have been too high. So even if he had said, you know what, pay me £100 a week. Yeah. This would not have been possible.
Even though Griezmann's on 600,000 a week, pay me 100.
Pay me 100. But even with that, Barcelona, La Liga would have said, sorry, the wage bill is still too high. We can't do it. You're not allowed to do it. It's the rules. Yeah. And I guess you have to comply with the rules. I thought at some point there would be some sort of agreement and La Liga could not afford to lose Messi. But rules are rules, I guess.
So where do PSG stand in this, Jules, when you think of all the top earners and all the superstar Galactico players that they've got with their financial fair play? How can they afford then to bring Messi in on the contract that he's going to be on?
So they say that obviously no transfer fee, which is a big help because then you pay obviously huge wages. But the amortization of those wages through the length of the contract, the 2 + 1 year, is far easier to do than having to pay, let's say, a chunk of 100 million euros or 150 million euros as transfer fees. So they say they can do it. They've looked at all the numbers, which they already had done last summer when Messi wanted to leave the first time round. And they just convinced that only in pure marketing sense of it, the revenue that Messi arriving at the club will bring to PSG. And already I was told this weekend, you've got big brands already queuing up, saying we want to be a partner with the club, we want to be a sponsor, let's sit down, let's talk, what can we bring? Even if it's just a sleeve sponsor, you can get 5, 6, 7 million a year for that. Wow. So if you add, I don't know, a few big brands, this potentially can bring a lot of money to the club. They looked at the Barcelona numbers, and Messi was responsible for 30% of their revenue, over 200 million euros every year. So he's not going to bring that straight away to Paris. No. But you know that the revenues are going to increase massively. So
when do you then trade your Neymar 10 shirt in for the Messi shirt? When do you do it?
It's more the Mbappe 7 for a Messi 19. I don't know. Neymar offered him his number 10 shirt. Yeah. I don't know if he will take it. I don't know if he will go for another number. It will be already strange.
I'll be so disappointed if I don't see you on ESPN with a Messi PSG shirt on.
And you know, Messi in another shirt would be weird. Yeah. Or even my team. But if he doesn't have the number 10, that would be even weirder. So I'm really hoping that at least he gets the 10 from Neymar. Yeah. Neymar takes another number. I don't care. And then we see Messi at least with the right number and the wrong shirt.
It's exciting, though, isn't it, for PSG fans?
It's so exciting.
Incredible.
And I don't think they still believe it. I don't think the whole world can believe it. Yeah, it's only when he will sign the contract, maybe on Tuesday, bottom of the paper, the sheets of paper, holding the shirt, that then we will really believe it. But it's incredible for Ligue 1. It's incredible for PSG. Not long ago, I tried to explain to my children that 13 years ago, they almost went down to the second division with rubbish players that even you who've been in the game for so long, you've never heard of. And yet, 13 years on, to have a front three of Neymar, Mbappe and Messi, arguably, I had a message from Neda Manu, our colleague, yesterday saying, this is incredible. Do you think this could be the best front three ever? And I said, it will depend how they click, how they complement each other. But technically, it could be. Yeah. And I'm just like, wow.
But what grinds my gears is when you hear fans on social media especially, and they go, oh, PSG, money, money, money. All the best teams in the world forever have always bought the best players, whether you're Man City, whether you're Chelsea, whether you're Real Madrid, signing all the Galacticos, Juventus, they buy the best players because they've got the money.
Exactly.
Why should PSG be criticised for trying to get Lionel Messi?
I know, it's almost like it was our fault at some point if he was leaving Barcelona. It's got nothing to do with PSG. You know, Barca made that big announcement, he's not staying with us. That evening, the Thursday evening, Jorge Messi, Lionel's dad, called Nasser Khalifi, called PSG and said, okay, we're leaving, we can't be here. They don't have the money. What can you offer us? And it's history repeating itself because 4 years ago, Neymar's dad called PSG and said he wants to leave, he wants to come to Paris. Can you make this deal happen? And I just find this incredible that 4 years on, almost to the day, this happens again with Messi for different reason and the context is different. But it's incredible. And this is not PSG's fault.
No, it's hard to think where Barca might be in 18 months' time.
God, yeah.
You know, really, from where they've been over the last decade.
Yeah.
You know, it's scary times for a Barca fan.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.